Why fuse spurs are so common in the UK. Today I'm talking about something you see all over UK homes and businesses, but most people don't really understand fuse spurs or FCUs. Fuse spurs aren't just a nice idea. They exist because of the way UK electrics are designed, and they're required by BS 7671, the IET wiring regulations. Ring final circuits. Most UK homes and businesses use ring final circuits for sockets. That means 2.5mm twin and earth cable protected by a 32 amp MCB or RCBO, wired in a loop from the consumer unit around all the sockets and back again. This setup gives plenty of capacity to that circuit, but there's a catch. If you take a spur in a smaller cable like 1mm, 1.5mm flex to an appliance, that cable is not designed to be protected at 32 amps. And many fixed appliances only draw a small current. Anyway, for example, a 1 kilowatt heater is only about 4.3 amps. If you wire that straight into a 32 amp circuit, a fault or overload in the appliance might not trip the 32 amp breaker quickly enough. The flex or internal wiring can overheat long before the breaker operates. The solution is a fuse spur or fuse connection unit, FCU. Inside you've got a BS 1362 fuse, usually 3 amps, 5 amps or 13 amps, sized to suit the appliance rating, and the smallest cable on the load side. So the 32 amp breaker protects the 2.5mm ring, and the 3 to 13 amp fuse in the FCU protects the smaller cable and the appliance. In simple terms, a fuse spur safely steps down from the 32 amp ring to a much lower rating. Replacing the plug fuse. For plug-in appliances, protection is shared between the 32 amp MCB RCBO for the circuit and the fuse in the 13 amp plug. But when we hardwire that same type of appliance and remove the plug, we also remove that plug fuse. If we connected it directly to a 32 amp circuit, it would now only have the 32 amp breaker, which is too high. So the fused spur replaces the plug fuse and lets us choose the correct fuse size for the manufacturer's instructions, cable and load. That's why you'll often see boilers, fans or dishwashers hardwired via a fused spur. The fuse connection unit is simply doing the job the plug fuse would have done. If you're unsure whether your fixed appliances are properly protected, get a qualified electrician to take a look. Thank you for watching. I trust that this video has been of help and interest to you. Please like and subscribe to our video channel, and also hit that little notification bell so that you are notified the next time we record another video. If you'd like further information, then please do not hesitate to get in touch with us.